Hi, boys and girls. I'm doing a phonics lesson today. Phonics is working on the letters, but the sound of the letter, okay? The sound that it makes. We did this almost exact same lesson on Zoom yesterday, but I want to do it again because we're going to do our workbook pages, okay? So I set up the pocket chart. Okay, I've got Katina Cat over here. When you see Katina Cat, her body's in the shape of the letter C. She lays down, she licks her paw, she gives herself a little wash, she washes her face, and the sound she makes is k, k. We also have a cute little cat right here. Big C, little c, and I put Corbin's name up here. I should have done that last week when we did P for Peyton, and a few weeks ago when we did M for Michael, Madison, and Madeline. I'll have to start doing it though, okay? I'm gonna put the names up there so you can see we have somebody in our class whose name starts with a big C. And I have his necklace. He has his at home. So Corbin, if you have that necklace at home, if you still have it, you can wear it on the Zoom and it'll remind us what letter we're working on all week, right? Okay, these are the cards I used yesterday in Zoom. We did have about 3 kids absent yesterday, so I'm gonna go ahead and redo this. We're just gonna go a little bit faster since we already went over all these cards, okay? The first one is cat. This is how you spell it, K-at. And oh, the kids did a good job. Yesterday on Zoom, we sounded out those words and they even wrote the words, some of them, right? This one is can. If it's a 3-letter word, you should be able to sound it out. Not always, but most of the time. So go k, and you can use your signals, k, and I just do it with one hand, and that's okay. Can. All right. This one is k-app. K-app. Walking like a penguin. Cap. A baseball cap. This one is k-o-ak. Clock. We're sounding out words. This one is k-ache. That's a silent E, okay? You don't hear it. Okay? But you also don't hear an A sound here, like alligator. You hear the letter A. It says its name in this word. That's because we have a silent E. The E tells us that the A says its name, k-ache, not k-ack. Cake, and the E is silent, cake. We don't really get into that till the end of the year, but I like to throw it in there because some kids can understand it now. This one is cage. A G is tricky because it doesn't say g, like word of gorilla. It makes a J sound, cage. All right, here's an easy one. We can sound this one out because it only has 3 letters. So we make the sound. C says k. U says umbrella bird, and P says peewee penguin. Now we go back and we blend the sounds. Up, cup. It's a little teacup. This one is carrot. We're not going to sound this one out. I'm just going to show it to you. Carrot. Okay. This word says car. K. We hear the K, and the A-R together says R. All right. This one is a crab. This is how you spell it. K-er-ab. Crab. Okay, now the last 3 I have in my hand, I didn't share these on Zoom yesterday because it's a little bit tricky, okay? Remember when we tried to sound out the word Thursday? And I said, well, gosh, it starts with a T, but it's not Thursday. The T and the H together make a brand new sound. It's th, th. Well, you do the same thing when you put a C and an H together. Instead of saying k, we say ch. So what is this? It's an adorable, cute little chick, right? Ch-ick. So this chick starts with a C, but you don't hear this. You don't hear k. It's not a kick. It's a chick. Okay, I am going to put it up here. I just wanted to explain that before we go over it anymore. This is a potato chip. So it doesn't just start with a C by itself. It starts with C-H. Ch-ip, chip, chip, ch. Here's another C-H word. In, chin. Another one, choo-choo. A train says choo-choo. How about chocolate? Those all start with C-H, right? Okay, we've got a lot of words here, don't we? All right, I'm gonna step over to the desk and we're gonna do a couple of phonics pages. We're gonna go out of order just a little bit, parents, because I want to try to do a couple pages in one lesson. Otherwise, it would take us forever to get through the letter of the week. It would take us 2 weeks to get through it if we only did 1 page a day. All right, so here's my Nat Geo workbook. If you are all caught up, this is where you should be. When you open up the book, you're going to see this one right here. It tells you that we're going to work on the word I. We're doing that in our Zoom today, and we'll probably do the lesson in a few days. I'm just going to tear that out for now. And you guys know, I've given you every week, I tell you, if you want to cut these apart and store them in a little baggie, it's a good way to practice sight words for now. Next week, I think you're actually going to get a whole set of flashcards, the ones that we've done so far. Okay, so this is the little phonics page that you tear out. You do need some scissors. Parents, you might want to just go ahead and cut this for them, at least this part. I like to cut the bottom off. I cut on the dotted lines. All right, I usually snip this part off. You wouldn't have to, but okay, I'm going to cut that part off. Now, you don't need any staples for this book. You just fold it on the solid black line. So first you fold it horizontally, and then you fold it, well, fold it in half, and then you fold it in half again. There you go. And you got your little book. So don't cut those pages apart, because then you end up having to staple them. If you just fold it, the box should be on the top, and then the word or the letter is going to be on the bottom. I'm going to set that off to the side for now. And you know what? I'm going to pull my other page out, and then I can put the workbook. We're skipping this page because that's a sight word, and we're going to do that another day. So if you want to, go ahead and get this one out too. It's another C page. I'm going to put this over here for now. And here are my little pictures. Oh, it's kind of bright in here. I might have to tell you what these are. The first one is a carrot. Who thinks carrot starts with a C? Yeah, it's in our pocket chart. How about sun? No way, Jose. Listen to it. Sun. Okay, we're not going to put that one in our book. How about cow? Cow. Yes, All right, this one is a fox. Does fox start with a C? No, it starts with f. Okay, down here I've got a car. Yes. There's a camel with a hump right in the middle of its back. Camel starts with a k. Right? Here's a cup. It's a teacup, but we're just going to call it a cup. Yes. Cup. And how about 5? 5 starts with a fancy fish. Okay, so I'm going to cut these apart. Now, if you want to, you can X out those. Let's X out. I'll put the fox and the 5 and the sun. I'm going to put an X on those. And then it makes it easier when you go to cut them apart. Boy, I've got it. The sun's coming through that window right now. In just a minute, I might close it, the shade. All right, so I'm just going to make 2 piles. These are the words that are going to go in my book, and those are the ones that are going to go in the trash, because those are going to be scraps. Okay, and they did give us 5 words that start with the letter C again, and we're not going to need them all because there's only 4 spots in the book. Give me just a second. I think if I close this, it's going to be easier to... that way. There, now it's not so bright. Might be a little too dark. Okay, and I forgot to get my glue stick, but I got it right here. Okay, I got my glue stick, and I'm going to twist it up just a little bit, not too high, because it'll break off. Just a little bit like you would a chapstick or a lipstick. All right, and you're going to put your name on this somewhere. I don't care if you put it on the front or the back. Right, I think I'm going to choose for the front of my book. I like this cow. I think this cow is pretty cute. I'll put glue stick on here and glue that down. And then when I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and trace the big C and the little C. But I'm going to keep gluing for now. I think I'll put the cup in here, because that's an easy one to write. Cup. And I think I'm going to put the... let's see, car, carrot, or camel. I think I'll put the carrot here. And on the last page, I'll put the car. Now, the one I didn't use was camel. If you want to use camel, you can. So again, parents, for the first, I wouldn't say half of school, but the first part of school, we just have them put C here. And then once they get really good at writing, then we have them write the whole word. And I put the words on a board and they just copy them. Okay, so it's up to you guys. If you want to just make a C, on the front, we're just going to trace the big C and the little c. Okay, since cup is such an easy word to write, and we sounded it out yesterday on our Zoom, I'm going to write it. It starts with a k, and then I hear umbrella, and then I hear a p. So that was a super easy to write word to write, cup. Okay, carrot. So parents, if you want to help your child spell the word C-A-R-R-O-T, carrot. Okay, and if not, just put a big C and a little c. But put them both like they did on the front. Either big C, little c, or you can write the whole word. Okay, and the last one's car, and that's a very easy word to write. C-A-R spells C-R. All right, and then don't forget that you can put this book in your book box, okay? So I am going to, because today's September 30th, I'm going to ask everyone to send me a picture of your September reading log so I can save it and get you guys your awards, all right? So if it's not filled up yet, your September reading log, you can read all the books in your book box today and maybe get it all filled up before you send it to me. Okay, now I'm going to just do this page really quick. Okay, now we are going to have to write big C and little c. Okay, so I've been telling you guys that in the last few times we've done these, and some people are still just using little letter. Let me turn this light on. Sorry, it's hard to get the lighting right in this room. Let's see if that's better. I think so. All right. So there's already a little C for cat, but I'm going to put a big C in front of it. Okay. How about cup? Yes, we know. The reason I'm doing both, well, it's good practice, big C and little c. And the other reason is because most of the time we would use a lowercase c when we write the word cup. But sometimes you use a capital. So I want them to try both. The next word is six. We know six starts with an S because we worked on S a few weeks ago. This is a can, big C, little c. This is a cap, big C, little c. This is a foot. What do you think foot starts with? F, f, f. I hear the same sound as in Francie fish, so I'm going to X that out. This is a house. House doesn't start with a C. This is corn, and it's a special kind of corn. Corn on the cob. Big C, little c. And the last one is a cow. So all together we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pictures that start with C, and I'm going to go back and color those right now. Okay, so we did 2 phonics pages. We did the little C book, and we did the C phonics page. All right, good job.